G'day everyone, it's Professor Maple here. We're back on Sprucecraft, and yes, this hopefully won't take more than X number of episodes to fill up. Although considering how long it's taken the whole project, you know, just grain of salt. What are we doing today? We are working on the Birch farm. Finally. So yeah, I will we'll go down there and I'll explain it in a minute, in a sec or two. Okay, so Birch Farm. There it is. That's a year-old birch farm designed by Mumbo Jumbo. Old. I guess technically it's a tree farm for oak, but pretty sure the mechanics are same for the birch, which is why I decided to use birch instead. As long as you use the type of wood you're growing in the tree chamber here, you're fine. As long as it's either birch or oak. Anything else, you're just gonna wreck the machine. So there's a tutorial to that I used of Mumbo's. That's down in the description-y place in the underbar under the video thing. Couple of changes we're gonna do today. One I kind of did it as I was building because I wasn't paying attention here. So in his tutorial, Mumbo has like a lever there or something, like on the side of the block like that. But I figured since you're already going to be standing here on the block to be activating the bone, there we go, the bone meal, and the server's a little laggy today, so just bear with me. So yeah, you're already going to be standing there. You're not going to need, why you're going to be standing there for anything else. So why not just have it automatically detect you're standing there and then wish out bone meal when you need it to. Also, I've been repairing the skeleton farm, which is why we have so much lovely, lovely bone meal. What else? Oh, yes. Let's look at what materials we got, because then I can remember what the heck we're doing with this today. All right, so we have, right. So we want to do a block detector, so that we can, it essentially will work as a fill indicator, so that if we, okay, so let's just take a look down here for a sec. So if we're down in here, in our clickety room here, we can't see how much birch we're producing here. Like all of that's gonna be out here. We're not gonna have any idea what's going on out here. So and because pistons can only push about, I think it's 12 blocks along. Once we get to that 12th block, we don't want to be able to produce any more of the any more trees, because the pistons are gonna try to push, but they're gonna push themselves back because they can't push more than 12 blocks. So they're gonna push themselves back and then wreck all the redstone, right? So we're gonna put in a system to prevent or help prevent that, hopefully. How successful it is, I don't know yet, because I've never really filled up a birch farm. Like on the last server, which you guys haven't seen, I had 2 tree farms, and I never really had enough bone meal because I didn't have a skeleton farm or an efficient mob farm to have enough bone meal to just produce a whole butt ton of, where's that spider coming from? Anyway, couldn't produce enough trees to fill the darn thing to potentially break it. But to prevent breaking it, we're gonna do a bit of we're gonna slap some alarm systems in here. We're gonna make sure that things are audible. And you know what? I need to find where I want to do that. Anyway, we're just gonna do this as we go here. Oh, yep, the server's kind of slow today, as mentioned. Okay, if I put a note block here, is it going to be powered by this redstone? No. Or is it just because I don't have a certain type of block under? I know dirt's one of the blocks where it's like, hey, yeah, this is an instrument. Nope, we're good there. Alright, I think that's just a spider down, and there's a cave underneath here. So I think what we can do then, I'm going to put these here. Oh, yep, there's the cave. Alright, let's put some cobblestone underneath so that if we end up in that cave later, we're not digging up cave stuff. Or tree farm stuff even. And what else? Oh yes, we need to power these. But before we power these, we need to be able to find out where our detector is going to be. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I should be right about there. I will be back because I will be back as soon as I've just double checked what the circuit for this detector is. What's up, Bender Mizzle? Oh, is it raining up top? Oh, why are you going in there? Where are you going? No, fight me. There. And you, come down here. Or not. Okay, there we go. No ender pearls? No ender pearls. Oh well. Okay, so I'm back. We're gonna take a block off just to make sure, because I'm super paranoid about breaking this thing. So the actual detector is gonna go here. And this is essentially just the same circuit that Mumbo uses in his micro tree farm from a year ago, from the same time he built this one. It's the same circuit that he uses to detect when the pistons need to push the row of trees across, the logs even. I can't talk today. I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, as soon as we have a block on top of that torch, it starts a piston clock, a redstone clock, because it totally sounds like I know what I'm doing. So yeah, it starts that little redstone clock. Then we can essentially use that if the server lets me pick things up. So we can use that to detect when we've got a block there, and so that we aren't gonna put any more trees through the system, and we don't have pistons pushing themselves back into these blocks, which will pop all the redstone and torches off, which would be a pain. So let's just see about. I shouldn't need that for the time being. I shouldn't need those for the time being, but I will need those, I'm sure. So that's our input for this system, and we're just gonna. We don't have to be fancy with this. We're just gonna staircase this down. And how do we want to line this up? I almost want it to come in this way. Oh, wait. We can hide this, because oh, holy lag. We're going to hide this under here. Oh. Okay. Come on. There we go. I'm getting impatient. If this keeps up, I might have to just like restart the server and come back. But anyway, so we're gonna have it power the blocks underneath, which I think will still work. Let's just try that. Test it out. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want repeater. There we go. So if I stick a... Yep, I heard that. Yep, okay. Always good to double check. So we stick repeater down this side as well. And we'll change the note so they're not both the same note, of course. And we'll just... Oh no. I'm so worried about this lag now. Holy. Anyway, it's just gonna be a line of redstone with repeaters to here. So I'm gonna cut away, plop it in, and show you the result. Okay, so what we have is pretty much the same deal you saw before. A little bit of redstone going all the way. Had to put a repeater to our input, which is here. And of course, I've already tested this out, but I'll show you guys or demonstrate how this works. Block gets pushed here. We get that cool little da 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 da. And I think I might just leave it as it is. I'm not gonna change the notes, at least not on purpose, because you know it's. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try just one quick thing here. Let's try changing the delay on one of them. See if we get sort of like a more urgent sound. Nah, I think it was better the way it was before. Okay. Alright. But what if we do two more tests here. One more tick delay now. I think they might be synced up. Okay. Then we got spooky noises back there. One more test. And... Nope. Yeah, it all just sounds the same. So I'm just going to leave it at default 0 ticks, or 1 tick, or whatever. And then... So let's see, we've got pressure plate, we've got our alarm system. I think we're good in terms of redstone additions to this. So let me just demonstrate what we've got so far, and we'll then get to decorating. All right, so and I need to get ender pearls so badly because this would be a good time to use them. Come on, place. Fine, place there. Oops. Fine, we'll do this. Whatever. Okay, so... Alright, so up top here, we have this is the input chest for our bone meal. It takes forever to open up when you have server lag. Down there, that's the tree chamber. That's where the trees grow. This column of birch logs on its side there, that actually pushes the trunk of the tree over 1 block, and then of course the more trees you have grow there, the more it'll push them out this way. This row of all the other birch logs that are sideways here are part of the leaf crusher, so they crush the leaves, saplings fall out, and they fall into the hoppers below, and then those lead to... Gonna hop around here. I'll show you in a minute. They go to chests down the bottom there. And yeah, the glass up here and the glowstone, that's 1 for light and 2 for a limiting block. Because especially with this tree farm being designed for oak trees, sometimes you need a limiting block for oak trees because otherwise they grow into like this big multi-branched break this kind of machine kind of tree, and that's no good. So yeah, we have that. We have tons of bone meal storage. You could see chests and hoppers feeding into the dropper there. There's a little mini item elevator there, and then although of course Mumbo does a much better job of explaining this in his tutorial. But yeah, you come up here, that's the bone meal dropper, or dispenser even. And then of course we have our pressure plate, so we don't have to activate anything over there. And of course, if it fills up, if this area fills up because we've got pistons pushing across and they're pushing all the logs into a giant block of birch that you can harvest, it's just easier to do it that way. Of course, once that fills up, this will detect that, and of course we've already tested that together, so you don't need that again. But yeah, that's the farm. It's time to decorate it. Alrighty guys, so we have a little bit of birch left. Hi spider. Bit of birch left. What are we gonna do with this? Well, we need to make a path leading to this place here. And actually, you know what? Let's fill that in just a little bit. We'll get the floor figured out in a minute. What else have we got? What else have we got? I'm gonna cut that out too and just check time, or estimated time, and then do something. Alright, so I've taken a look around, see what I need to, oh, and there's no light there. See what I need to do for decorating this thing. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of planning, but essentially there are three main areas to this build that we'll have to work on. So we have the harvest area. We need to keep that lit because otherwise it's just going to be a big mob spawning pad, which we do not want. Same with any roof that we might put over top of it. We need to light it. Actually, no, we will have to put a roof over top and make sure that everything's good, because it's going to have, like, the big block of birch will cover up the light down there and also become another spawning platform if we don't light it. So we have to make sure that, or at least cover it up. We have to make sure that we do that. Let's see, we also have the production area. That's where I'm going to start. Essentially, yeah, once again, keeping it lit, keeping it sort of like it's the part you're going to see the most when you're just kind of standing there, so you might as well make it look nice, right? And also we have sort of like transitional areas, like the whole stairway around the farm to get into it. We're going to have to decorate those. And we also have, that's going to get filled in, just so you have an idea of how high the floor is. It's going to be here. We're going to be able to harvest here. We're not going to harvest from down there because it's a bit of a waste of space. But because we have changes in elevation like that, I'm going to try and do transitional stuff from one part of the farm to another. And in fact, something I just thought of saying that was possibly putting a little bit of an entrance up here. So if we were to make it so that as soon as we're done farming here, we could just slip down here. Oh no, that wouldn't work. It might work? It wouldn't work. I don't think it would work. I will see if it will work. But if it does work, you'll be the first to know. But essentially, what I'm thinking I might do is, because you otherwise have to go a long way around to get to the harvesting area, I might just put. Oh wait, I could go up. That wouldn't be horrible. Okay, so either a staircase up or a staircase up through here. Either one of two spots, either between those pistons and the blocks behind these pistons, or just up under the wood, and then, you know, we pretend this is my axe. I'm just gonna chop up and then move up into the area as I go. But I think I like the coming from the side better now. So anyway, you'll see what I come up with for the production area first, I guess. In case somehow something spawns, 'cause that would be an absolute disaster. Let's see, we've got sort of this weird roofy thing. I have no clue. Roof-like thing. I don't know what I'm doing with that, but that's sort of what I started on it. That I will figure out later. I've spent probably most of my time on the harvesting area here. So we have stained clay, or not stained clay, hardened clay, not stained clay. We've got some, I want to make sure to make this area out of materials that are not easily destroyed by an axe. So instead of fences here, we have the stone or cobblestone walls and the mossy variant thereof. I think it looks pretty nice. The floor is kind of bland, but we're not going to see that half the time anyway. So as soon as I figure out... Oh, what? Whoa, that was interesting. In a very I don't want that to happen again sort of way. Where was I? So yeah, I have to figure out what I want to do with this side, because I want to cover it over. I never want to be like beside it and then hit the clickety mouse button and then find out, oh, my tree farm doesn't work because I accidentally destroyed a repeater or a redstone dust or something. So I want to cover that over with a wall, probably more of the stone brick and the birch fence. Once I get around to figure out how I want it to look on this side, I think. And then, of course, we need to pretty up this area because it's not very inviting quite yet. I think it's mostly just I need a floor, but I want to get the walls on the outside figured out first so that I can decide what that plan is. All right, so I will. I'll be back. And you'll see what it looks like. Aha. Okay, guys. So I'll show you what we've got here now. Sort of like a rundown forest hospital kind of look here, I guess. That's what I like to call it. Because we've got the birch leaves and the fences on the outside there. And then I still wasn't quite sure what to do with that, so I stuck some half slabs on it to keep things from spawning. But I think it looks alright the way it is there. Let's see, down here they've got the mossy cobble and regular cobble walls there. We've got, this is the AFK room, or the production room, whatever you want to call it. Got some more of the fences. I was gonna put bushes here, but I thought just like the one strip up and down and then a little, like another block there would look kind of silly. So, but too wide there, so I did more leaf blocks. Same there. Then we have our lighting, the usual bushes and pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns even. And then here as you can see, cobblestone walls, just because I didn't want anything to like, if I hit this with an axe, it's not coming away. Whereas everything else I'm going to be taking down in here will. I also stuck a roof on it. That's just to keep mobs from spawning on there. It's just like a layer of half slabs. That's really all it is. And up here. Okay, originally I was going to put a ladder on the pistons. Oops. Oops. That's exactly the reason why I don't want wood in the harvesting area. So originally I was going to put the ladders on the pistons, but apparently you can't put ladders on the backs of pistons. So I thought it was going to look cool, kind of like indented and whatever, but instead I decided to try and keep a similar look by using furnaces instead. And it looks pretty nice, I think. Almost like there used to be a chimney there or something, you know? And the more I look at it, it looks like an old rundown hospital out in the middle of the woods or something. That time is just forgotten. And sort of, yeah, half slabs for the roof. So there shouldn't be a spawnable space here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I've got this section to do. I'm probably going to do it in andesite. I'm thinking maybe polished andesite or more clay. Might do more clay as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think, you know what? Let's try this out. Make sure everything still works so that, well, just to make sure everything still works, because if like I have half slabs in the way somewhere or something, I don't want them to be mucking up the way that works. Also, stairway right from the production room to the harvesting area, so all we should really have to do is chop our way in here and we're good to go, instead of going all the way around the back. Alright, let's try this out now. Oh, no, that's just lag. Okay. I was so worried for a second there. It was just like, stop. Oh. Probably isn't too great for the server, but I'm gonna do a few more just to make sure we can test it out. Come on. There, that one took a lot of bone meal. Amount of saplings. We've got more here. Got a bunch more here. And it bugs me that there's like those two just hanging out right there. I just can't get. What is going on? There we go. Oh. This is why I usually try to keep the redstone small on this server, just because I'm sure this isn't doing good things to it. Alright, let's do a few more. I'm not used to having this much bone meal to put in no, we'll grow this one. There we go. To put into farms like this, so. Okay, yep, so what we'll do is just chop our way in. Holy, where's... Okay, how much further? Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The saplings out here, I didn't realize that was gonna happen. Okay, there's a flaw. I'm gonna have to put lighting in the ceiling just so that when that block isn't as tall, we could still keep mobs from spawning on it. Because I assumed it was always gonna be just like a full block, like as full as the whole rest of the thing, which, come to think of it, was short-sighted on my part, considering I have it like a test world where I built this one and Mumbo's micro tree farm. Oh gosh, where did you spawn? Holy bother, that's not good. I thought that was spawn proof. I don't like you. I don't like that you're where you are either. Let's see. Yeah, I could try and get rid of it, but if I do and lag makes him explode when I'm not expecting him to, he's gonna ruin pretty much everything. Oh, and there are zombies. Okay, I'm lighting this place up. Yeah, half slabs would do. Oh gosh. Okay, yep. Lighting this place up because there's redstone being broken. There's just everything not going well here. But on the bright side, the farm itself works. The farm works. So let's do... Alright, I can't... Oh, the bother. Okay, well, let's try... Okay, what do we have? Okay, I should get some smooth stone half slabs. Come back up here. In the meantime, though, you're dead. Ha! Got the jump on you. Thankfully. I was so nervous there for a minute. I did not expect that to go as well as it did. Alright. Okay, so we have some lovely, lovely birch storage. Bulk birch storage. Alright. I'm liking this. Okay, so I think I'm going to find the right button. There we go. Alright, so if you like this video, don't forget to leave some of your internet positivity down there in the comment section, or as a like, or a subscription, or all of the above. Don't forget you can find me in all the little social media links in the underneath the video place thing. And don't forget to eat your vegetables. Have a good whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!